What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon. In the crypto universe, today is Wednesday, November 9th, and today we need to talk about something that's very serious. As much as there is blood on the streets, blood in the markets, and we're seeing Solana reach new lows that we haven't seen in quite some time. Where there is blood in the water, where there is fear, there is also the possibility for opportunity, and that's when you get greedy. Guys, we know that this is kind of the essential thing or tool that we need in order to become better investors within the cryptocurrency market. But this is why I want to share with you my perspective of what's going on and hopefully provide some clarity and also hopefully provide some opportunity for you guys once you're watching this video. So guys, let's go ahead and begin by starting with the Solana price. Now, the Solana price right now is around $14. Now, that's US dollars. Just a few days ago, we saw Solana as high as $30. That's how much this price has dropped, more than 50% within the past 3 days. So why is this actually happening? Why are we looking at the blood in the markets happening right now as we speak? It's not just happening with Solana. It's happening with Bitcoin, it's happening with Ethereum, it's happening with many other cryptocurrencies. But you know what's happening is that they're all centered around this specific story, and it's actually affected Solana quite a bit. So let's dive right into it. But before we do, be sure to watch this video throughout its entirety. Stick around to the very end to hear my conclusion and my perspective around what should we expect in the next coming weeks. But most importantly, as always, be sure to like up that button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page. And most importantly, please be careful to any of the scammers down in the comments below. I'll never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email. So please be careful and invest safely. So guys, let's get right into it. So the very first story is obviously this. This is what's really stirred up the markets and what's somehow sent a ripple across all cryptocurrencies. So this is the breaking news from Degens. They said breaking. CZ, who's the founder of Binance, which is the largest exchange in the world, confirms that Binance intends to fully acquire FTX.com. So when they first heard this story, no one really knew how to interpret it. FTX, as we know, is one of the largest exchanges as well in the world. In fact, they are centered in the Bahamas right now, and they even have offices in the US. So when we heard this news, we weren't sure how to interpret this, because how can a large exchange like FTX seek confirmation for it being acquired by another larger exchange? That just seems to be kind of a competitor mentality. Why compete with somebody and work with somebody at that same field? So later on, Degens said that the breaking news, FTX official was not fine. That SBF, who is Sam Bankman Fried, the founder, said this: a competitor is trying to go after us with false rumors. FTX is fine. Assets are fine. So, that story went into more details, which I'm not going to go into, but this is what Sam Bankman Fried said. So later on, this came out, this was this morning. Degens said the most of the FTX legal and compliance team just quit. And this source was Semi4. So that's a little bit crazy to hear that the legal team quits after this announcement. So that means that there's something happening with FTX that we don't know, even if Sam Bankman Fried feels very confident in that. Then all of a sudden, more breaking news. US regulators are investing whether FTX properly handled clients' funds and lending. So is there something going on that we don't know? Did FTX borrow money that they weren't supposed to? Well, that's what we're trying to find out. Then later on, Degenerate News said more breaking news. Binance reportedly strongly leaning towards scrapping the FTX deal rescue takeover after looking at its books. So they were looking at their financial records and they're looking at their financial transactions and thought, you know what, maybe we may not do it. So people are wondering what's going on with the FTX. And again, this all ties into Solana, which I will talk about. So Solana, as we know, is heavily invested by Sam Bankman Fried and the FTX community. And they also have a lot of investment into Alameda Research, which completely went bankrupt. They had a lot of their funds in UST, which was US Terra, and Terraform Labs, which we all know was kind of a rug. They used pretty much an AI software to help handle the stablecoin, and what happened was that complete currency went to crap. It went below the $1, it even went to zero. And as we do know right now, Interpol is looking for Do Kwon, who's the founder of UST and of Terraform Labs. So obviously that wasn't a great thing for Alameda Research. That obviously affected FTX and Sam Bankman Fried. So now Solana is being affected by this price as well. So a lot of rumors are going around, but again, this could be an opportunity. So when you're looking at the Solana price right now around 14.54 US dollars, you must ask yourself, is this the time to dollar cost average? Is this the best time to buy? Or do you wait for it to dip further and wait for the story to unfold? Well, that's kind of up for you guys to decide, because honestly, the story is still unfolding within the past 48 hours. So obviously, this could be an opportunity for more other things. But, I don't want this to be a doom and gloom story. There are also some other positivities within this field. So keep in mind, the founder discloses that Solana Labs, which is a US corporation, didn't make or have any assets on FTX.com. And they add that they still have tons of runway and still a small team. So that means they don't have a lot of money that they need to spend to pay their employees. They don't need to let anybody go, but they also have their assets safely secured that aren't associated with FTX. So at least Solana by themselves, Solana Labs, are safe. This is what the founder said. And also, if you guys didn't know, recently at Solana Breakpoint back in Lisbon, we know that the founder spoke with Google Cloud team members, Naileen. And Naileen spoke on stage with Anatoly, and they spoke about their developments working together to create validator nodes across the world. And that's just not within the US, which was, into my eyes, very bullish in my opinion, because you're seeing a Web 2 company work with a Web 3 company. And we know that Solana Labs and Solana itself is scalable. It's very much scalable. It's very cheap in terms of transactions. So it's very easily to adopt in society's growing economy. So just let that be something that sink in. But that's not the only story. Let's look into what Instagram and Facebook said. We do know as of right now, you can start upgrading your PFPs that you have in your Solana wallet. You can integrate them into your Instagram or Facebook apps. Again, a merge between Web 2 and Web 3 companies. So this is just a great way to see the global adoption between Web 3 happening into the Web 2 world, right? Because now you can actually trade, sell, buy your NFTs using these Web 2 platforms, which is amazing. That's just slowly showing how they're being integrated. And this is just the start. So while there's blood in the water, while there's fear in the air, this is an opportunity to buy the assets that you want. Now, again, you need to evaluate your positions. This is not financial advice. It's just for your own entertainment. And this is just my own opinion. But if I did have a ton of liquidity, I would look towards NFTs as assets because, again, there's so many things within an NFT. There is the artwork, there is the founders, there's community, there's utility, and there's so much more beyond that. So right now you're seeing a huge steep discount amongst even the top NFT collections. We're talking about the blue chip collections here. And as you can see, we're going to cover just 4 of those projects. These are literally the top dogs in this space. So what's number one? Number one is obviously going to be Utes. We know that Utes is an NFT collection created by Frank, who created the DGods community and the Degens community, a collection that has definitely surpassed many expectations during the bear market. While Solana, maybe other cryptocurrencies were going down, their NFTs and the worth of their NFTs were going up in value, up into the hundreds of Solanas. We've even seen purchases within thousands of Solanas with this NFT collection. So right now, you're seeing that the floor price, as much as low today, around 40 Solana. Remember, this was at around 80 Solana just a few days ago. So obviously you can get a great entry point. Now there are around 1,500 of these NFTs listed out of a 10,000, even up to I think a 15,000 collection. So as you can see, this could be a great way to acquire either just 1, 2. It really depends on how much money you have in your wallet, how much Solana you have in your wallet. But again, never invest more than what you're willing to lose. But again, there's a lot that can be said about this collection. I do think that this collection can reach into the hundreds of Solanas later on down the road. It may not be soon, it may not be tomorrow, but once the bull market comes back for the whole crypto market, whenever that may be, this could be one of the strong assets. So keep that in mind. So again, this is just speculative. Think about it for yourself, evaluate your positions. Another one we could talk about is OK Bears, another NFT collection. We knew that this NFT collection started off very low, around 15 Solana, reached as high as 265. Now it's back to 26 Solana. That was in a span of 1 year. That's amazing. Actually, it's a little bit less than 1 year, because you can see the lowest floor price is around 23 Solana. So, again, let that be something for you to think about, let it noodle in your mind. You can see that the last sales of many of these other projects are well above 50 Solana. We're seeing some at 68, 63, 54, right? So you're seeing literally more than half of a discount. So I think that's a great way to acquire these assets if you can. We know that OK Bears is in the 2.2 million in terms of Solana trading volume, which is absolutely huge. That means it's broken many, many records. It surpassed any other collection in terms of trading volume. So could this be a great time to acquire this asset? Well, again, you need to decide that for yourself. But again, I do think that this is only the beginning for OK Bears. I think that they have a long road ahead. Which is a positive road ahead, because they have IP rights they're going to give to holders so they can use these bears to, who knows, use it for their music covers, start their business, but these assets could definitely grow in value. Next step I want to do is Cats on Creck. Again, another NFT collection that was in the hundreds of Solanas, now is at 11 Solana, which is, again, a dirt cheap price. You can buy these for very affordable entry points. And again, keep in mind, Solana is at $14 roughly at the time of this recording. So this isn't as much as it used to be a few days ago. It's almost to your benefit to look at what these guys are doing. Cats on Creck, what we know is that they're going to be upgrading their artwork. So these PFPs that you see right now are Generation 1 artworks, and then they're going to upgrade it to Generation 2s, which we should look forward to. But again, great entry points in my personal opinion. And the last but not least, I always focus on this project, and that is Degens. Again, Degens to me is like the next new Bitcoin of NFTs. Right now, these are around 7 Solana, and surprisingly, this has been a great hedge against what's going on in the market. I've actually seen that the price of Solana has gone down, but the Degens NFT has actually gone up in price. And we've seen actually more trading volume, more buy orders of this NFT collection within the past 5 hours. And I think it will continue to do that. So I believe that this collection will fetch around 100 to 500 Solana. Again, just my own personal opinion. It's not a prediction. It's not solidified information that I'm using based on any charts. It's just where I expect that this project can go. I've listened to what the team has brought. The founders bring a lot of value and utility. Again, we've made videos about this before, but this is something I just want to share with you about these 4 collections. So that is a lot to noodle on. I just want to get this out there as soon as possible to you guys, so you guys have this information to make the best financial decision for yourself. But when you see prices like this, when we went up as high as around $250 per Solana, down to almost $14, you can obviously see that that's a great buying opportunity, hands down. So guys, is this a time for you guys to buy into Solana or NFTs or any other assets? Well, I hope this video has been informational and educational for you to make those right decisions for yourself. But other than that, please leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts down on Twitter or on YouTube. Love to hear your thoughts. But guys, let this be a deciding factor for you, and I hope that this video has been helpful. So guys, until then, I will see you tomorrow, and I look forward to seeing where we will be in the whole cryptocurrency market. Thank you so much. Be sure to like up the button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page. I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching Cryptolution. Join our Patreon page for all our private alpha calls, investment strategies, and one-on-one consultations in the link below. Limited spaces are available, so be sure to reserve your spot today. Invest safely, and we'll see you on the next episode of Cryptolution.